Hey guys, welcome to another video from Historic Militaria. Today we're going to be looking at a Mauser Red 9 Broomhandle from World War I. This is one of the 150,000 gun contract that was made by Mauser for the German military during World War I, starting in 1916. And this gun has got a very interesting history. It's a standard Red 9. You got your standard nice Red 9 grips, so you know it's a 9mm Luger. A typical wartime finish. This one is not too bad, but certainly not nearly what you would expect from Mauser in terms of machine marks and all that good stuff. You got your kind of typical oversized, ill-fitting grips, even though they are matched to this gun. They always seem to be big for some reason. And this is nicer wood, but still just sort of a raw wood, not as nicely lacquered as you'd see on other guns from the pre-war or post-war era. But what makes this one interesting is this mark right here, this EWB, and that is associated with a group called the Einwohner Wehr Bavaria. And I know I murdered that phrase, but that's what an EWB gun is, and I don't speak German. It translates to the Citizens Defense Force of Bavaria, and they were associated with the Freikorps at the time. And to give you some background, obviously when Germany lost World War I, you had hundreds of thousands of German soldiers who demobilized and went home to a country sort of in shambles, didn't really know what to do. You got a lot of soldiers who were out of work, who were bored, who had guns, who were pissed off at the world and everything else. And they had a lot of time to sit around and drink, and drinking and guns and angry soldiers who just lost a war, probably not a good idea. So the Freikorps was born, and the EWB was sort of involved with that. They were a group who was pro-monarchy, anti-communist, anti-Semitic, sort of striking out at everything that they believed was causing Germany's ills. And they were fairly violent. They certainly caused a lot of trouble, but the Bavarian government tacitly approved of them and didn't really crack down on them. One person who I wish they would have cracked down on was Ernst Röhm, who ended up being the future head of the Nazi stormtroopers. Eventually, the EWB was, like a lot of groups, sort of assimilated into the Nazi Party. And we all know where that went. But this is a gun that saw service with them and was marked with them. There's a lot of guns that have EWB markings. You'll see Mauser 8mm rifles, you'll see Lugers, you'll see all kinds of equipment with EWB markings. So it's a very interesting, albeit somewhat rare on a broomhandle to see that. And one last thing I'll point out, this gun was a German Imperial gun. It does have the German Imperial acceptance mark, so it was a military gun. But thought you would enjoy seeing a gun that saw service in World War I and then was used by the EWB afterwards. And if you see one of these, you know what you're looking at now. So if you've got one, if you know about them, I'd love to know more about them. Drop a comment in the comment section, like and subscribe, and look out for more. Thanks for watching.